town of Widget in Flanders, Belgium, is a quiet place now. It's hard to imagine the bloody events that happened here during World War I. Welcome to our channel, where we explore the interesting world of archaeology. Today, we're going on an amazing trip to Hill 80, a place near the Belgian town of Widget, where fierce battles took place during World War I. Join us as we find out what's hidden about this battleground that has been kept in such good shape and show how terrible war can be. So let's start the video. Archaeologists are digging at Hill 80, which is close to the Belgian village of Widget. During World War I, this spot was fought over a lot and changed hands several times. In August 1914, just 2 months after the war started, the Germans quickly took over Widget. They drove the French and British defenders out of their posts and took control of the important Messines Ridge. Over the years, the sites around Widget were slowly covered with dirt. This made it hard to remember what happened between 1914 and 1918. Archaeologists recently excavated Hill 80, a well-preserved World War I battleground near Widget. The limited funds for archaeology posed a challenge, but the team decided to crowdfund the project successfully, raising over $200,000. In April 2018, the digging started. This was the first time an archaeology project was able to raise money through donations. As the team carefully dug into the ground, they found a complicated network of tunnels that showed how Hill 80 changed hands many times during the war. The place was in such good shape that it was compared to Pompeii during the First World War. French small arms ammo, a British Commonwealth soldier's blue enamel water bottle, and an ammunition pouch were among the things found. A broken comb with a false promise that it couldn't be broken was a touching reminder of the soldiers' daily humanity. But the excavation also found sad reminders of how terrible trench fighting was. German and British bones were found in the Flanders clay, which was a sad memory of the people who died in the battles. Vertigem, an expert archaeologist, said that finding human remains always leaves people stunned for a moment, but then they switch back to work mode and carefully write down every detail. There were about 430 shell craters and about 1,800 feet of ditches where 110 sets of human remains were found. On October 10, 2019, 13 British and Commonwealth troops who died more than a century ago were laid to rest at the Widget Military Burial Ground. As a tribute to those who had died, bubblers played the last post. In another cemetery, 73 more German men were laid to rest. Private Albert Errol, who was the only soldier whose name was definitely known, was one of them. As Vertigem thought about the sad things he had found, he talked about the different personal items he had found, such as wedding rings, wallets, glasses, prayer beads, and Bibles. Each item told a different story. Thanks for coming with us on this trip through Hill 80, where researchers have found that a battlefield from World War I has been remarkably well kept. The success of the crowdfunding campaign made it possible for the site to be properly dug up, shedding light on the horrors of trench combat and giving the soldiers a final resting place. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our station if you want to see more interesting archaeological finds.